Hi everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood ex-Muslim, Abdullah Samir. Someone asked me, how do you deal with the fear of like some radical Islamist or some crazy person coming and hurting you? You know, what you're doing is obviously dangerous and risky, and even though you're living in Canada, there's some risks involved in what you're doing, right? And my answer is that when I decided to do this, I had Muslims tell me, even Muslim friends tell me, maybe you shouldn't do this with your face. Just use like a cartoon or something, kind of like the masked Arab. And I thought about all of the people that came before me that did it publicly, like Hassan Radwan and Imtiaz Shams, and all of the people that were able to risk their own lives, and they live in the UK, which is probably a more risky place than Canada. And they did it. They were able to do it. So I'm like, if they can do it, then I can do it. Now, to be clear, we live in a country where the government would support me, where CSIS, which is the Canadian FBI, would support me if ever there was any sort of terrorist threat against me or my family. There is always a chance of some nut job that will follow me and do something to me and my family. I try to keep my personal details as anonymous as possible, where I live, where I work, stuff like that. I learned the hard way that, I can't trust basically anyone with, information, details about where I work, for example. I don't even know how someone found out where I was working before. And they even called up my company and asked the company to fire me. Now, thankfully, I was doing a wonderful job, and what I was doing on my own time was considered my own personal business. It had nothing to do with the company. And for whatever reason, maybe the quality of work and how good a team member I was, I don't know what it was. My boss, HR, the company, they all decided to keep me and not to be concerned about what I'm doing in the evenings and the type of activism that I'm doing. Because it's my own personal beliefs or lack of beliefs, and I shouldn't be fired for that. And really speaking, I wasn't a representative of the company in my blog. Like, everybody has their own personal opinions, but this didn't stop Muslims from trying to get me fired, from trying to make me lose my income that I was using to support my family. At the time, especially, if I didn't have a Patreon, I wasn't making any money, and even now, to this day, the money I'm making is in no way enough for me to survive and to continue to provide for my family, which is my wife and my 5 kids. So the situation is that I need a full-time job, and the money that I get from Patreon and from the YouTube ads, which again is so unreliable because I haven't got it for 90 days, nearly 90 days now, because of a community strike that I got. So I had no ad income for the last 90 days. And, it wasn't much in the beginning anyways, but now it's something. So regardless, all of that combined doesn't even add up to like 20% of what I make on my full-time job. So it's just not enough to provide for the mortgage and the expenses. So this is the one way they tried to hurt me. They tried to get me fired. I don't know exactly who did it. And I think they were even successful the time before that. They managed to get me to lose another job. I'm not sure, but I think this is what happened. So this is the worst that's happened so far, and we all know, everybody knows that this is all they can do right now. That if they could do more, they would do more. As Ali Dawa said in his video, we're proud of that. We're proud that we execute apostates because we're causing fitna. Us murtads, as they call us, we are causing fitna in the land. We are causing what they consider to be the worst thing, which is to make people leave Islam. So making people leave Islam, we don't make anyone do anything. They make people be Muslims. They make people stay Muslim by threatening them. But we don't make people do anything. We're just sharing our ideas on a global, exchange of ideas online, on social platforms, and in-person speaking events and whatever. But this is enough. This is enough of a threat to some people that they want to have us shut down. And they're willing to intimidate us. I remember one individual by the name of Mazin. He actually said something to the effect of, you're going to be some homeless loser addicted to drugs, dying like a worthless, pathetic individual in the gutter on the sides of the street or something like that, because you're a murtad. And I was like, well, what the hell is he saying? And he said this before blocking me. That was his final words to me, because I'm an enemy of Allah. And, if these guys had their way, you know what they would do to me, and they would do to all the ex-Muslims. So, what we have now is we have a unique opportunity, us murtads, us ex-Muslims, us apostates. We have a unique opportunity to speak about Islam with the protection of the government. Of course, there is no 100% guarantee that my life will be safe and that something will not happen to me. But this is the choice that I've made. This is the risk that I'm willing to take in order to say what I believe, or rather what I disbelieve. I believe in this so strongly that I'm willing to take this risk. Let's be real. I'm no hero. I'm doing what I can from the safety of Canada. If I was in Pakistan, I would not do what I'm doing. I do not recommend for anyone in Pakistan or Saudi or anyone who lives in a country that it is illegal to criticize Islam. I do not recommend any of you to come out publicly and do what I do. I'm doing it from the safety and comfort of a country where my rights are protected under secularism, under freedom of religion, that I can speak my mind and nobody can shut me down. Of course, they can try to shut me down, as they have tried to shut me down by shutting down the finances, by shutting down my income, by making it difficult for me to get a job. But they haven't stopped me yet. And my Patreon has continued to grow. And I do believe there's going to come a point in time where I will be making enough money from Patreon that I will not need my full-time job anymore, and I'll be able to focus completely on this. For now, I still need the job. And of course, I enjoy what I do as a software developer. So what is the situation now? What do we say about people that want to come out? If you can come out safely and do what I do, then do it. If you can't do it safely, don't be a martyr. We don't need more martyrs. What we need is more people to contribute to the cause however they can, even if not publicly. If you can contribute some other way by contributing subtitles, by helping translate videos, whatever it is, do that. Go into private groups, use an anonymous profile, go on Twitter without your real name and identity, help edit videos. There's so many things you can do to contribute to the cause without sharing your real identity and risking your life. Don't risk your life. It's not worth it. Seriously, don't do it. Now, I might sound like a bit of a hypocrite, but let's be real. I'm in Canada. I'm not in Pakistan. If I was in Pakistan, I wouldn't do this. I truly wouldn't. I'm not that crazy. I don't wish death on anyone. And thanks for watching. If you like this video and you'd like to support the cause financially and you can afford to do so, it won't cause you any trouble at all, please do consider joining me on Patreon for early access to some of my videos. You can put any small amount per month, and this will help me to continue doing more videos every month and will help me to continue to plan my budget. I have a small team as well now. The money that you send will be used to help me to grow the team, help me to get research assistance, and as well, good news, most of the new videos now are going to be subtitled. That's excellent news if English isn't your first language. For those of you who have already donated, thank you so much. I truly appreciate all that you've done. Thank you so much. Money is tight for most people, and I totally get how difficult it could be to donate. So those of you who have donated, I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Those of you who can't donate, do whatever you can to help the cause in other ways. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share my videos. And so, my friends, be safe, be strong, and continue fighting the good fight.